Welcome back to Ride Radar, your go-to spot for the best, boldest, and most beautiful machines on four wheels. And today, we've got something really special, the Audi RS5 Avant. Sleek, aggressive, luxurious, and unapologetically fast. Whether you're a fan of German engineering, or just crave a car that balances family practicality with sports car fury, stick around, because the RS5 Avant might just be your dream ride in disguise. Let's start from the outside. First off, the RS5 Avant has the kind of stance that makes you stop and stare, even if you're not a car person. It rides lower and wider than your average Avant, giving it a planted, muscular presence. The single-frame blacked-out honeycomb grille is pure RS DNA, bold and menacing, flanked by matrix-LED headlights that look like they're squinting with purpose. Audi's signature daytime running lights slice through the front with razor precision. Adding to the vehicle's serious tone, follow that sharp body line from front to rear, and you'll see how the RS5 Avant sculpts air rather than simply passing through it. Flared wheel arches are more than just cosmetic, they house massive 19 or optional 20-inch alloy wheels with a multi-spoke RS-specific design. The side profile is long, elegant, and somehow still angry, thanks to sharp creases and RS trim elements that emphasize performance over passivity. Black accents around the window frames, roof rails, and mirrors give it that stealthy, sinister aesthetic round the back, and it's just as intense. You're met with a glossy black diffuser, dual oval exhausts that actually growl like they mean it, and a subtle roof spoiler that hints at the kind of downforce this thing can generate. It's all perfectly tied together by those animated LED taillights that flicker with futuristic precision, turning or braking. But what makes the RS5 Avant more than just a good-looking wagon is what lies beneath its skin. Let's talk features, because Audi didn't hold back. First, there's the RS Sport suspension with adaptive damping, which lets you dial in comfort or corner carving firmness with a tap of a button. The Quattro all-wheel drive system is standard, and yes, it's the real deal, capable of sending up to 85% of the torque to the rear wheels when needed, giving the RS5 Avant an edge in dynamic handling. There's also the RS torque splitter, Audi's rear differential wizardry that actively distributes torque between the rear wheels during aggressive cornering. Add to that dynamic steering, optional, carbon ceramic brakes, and you're looking at a machine that corners like a coupe, not a wagon. You've got Audi's virtual cockpit plus a 12.3-inch digital display that gives you real-time G-force, lap times, boost pressure, torque output, and even tire temperature if you're taking it to the track. Of course, it's also loaded with everyday usability, adaptive cruise control, lane keep, assist, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree cameras, and even an optional head-up display. Want to drive hard on the weekend and do the school run on Monday? The RS5 Avant laughs in duality. It handles both without flinching. Step inside, and it gets even more addictive. This is Audi doing what Audi does best: minimalist design, top-tier materials, and tech that feels 5 years ahead. The cabin is lined in premium Nappa leather with honeycomb stitching and RS embossing. You've got heavily bolstered RS sport seats that hug you in corners but remain comfortable on longer drives. Ambient lighting glows subtly across the dashboard and door inserts, customizable in dozens of colors to match your mood or your driving mode. Carbon fiber or brushed aluminum inlays reinforce that performance pedigree, while Alcantara can be found on the steering wheel, gear selector, and even parts of the door panels. The 10.1-inch MMI touch display handles infotainment duties. It's crisp, fast, and refreshingly intuitive. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, as does a Bang & Olufsen 3D premium sound system that's so rich it turns your favorite playlist into a private concert. Rear seat passengers won't feel neglected either. There's ample head and legroom thanks to that long Avant roofline, and with the rear seats folded. The RS5 offers up to 1,495 liters of cargo space, more than enough for skis, bikes, or your weekend escape gear. Power tailgate with foot gesture. Operation, of course. Audi thought of everything. And now we get to the heart of the beast performance. Under the hood lies a 2.9-liter twin-turbocharged V6 that punches out 444 horsepower, and 443 pounds. FTA of torque. 0 to 60. It's just 3.8 seconds, which is ludicrous for a wagon this size. The engine is mated to an 8-speed Tiptronic transmission that snaps through gears with satisfying immediacy. There's no delay, no turbo lag, just seamless, linear acceleration with a gruff soundtrack, courtesy of the RS Sport exhaust, thanks to Quattro. The RS5 Avant maintains traction in nearly any condition, making it a usable weapon all year round. Rain, snow, dry pavement, it's unbothered. And despite all this muscle, the engine is surprisingly efficient for its class, offering decent fuel economy thanks to its cylinder-on-demand tech that shuts off half the cylinders during low-load cruising. It's that rare blend of performance, practicality, and restraint. You could daily drive it, and you'd never get bored. So how much for all of this? The Audi RS5 Avant starts at around $89,000 USD, but with all the bells, whistles, and go-fast goodies, expect it to land closer to $100,000 fully spec'd. Is that a lot? Sure, but when you consider what you're getting, supercar performance in a family-friendly body, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Audi quality, it's honestly hard to call it overpriced. What truly sets the RS5 Avant apart is how it refuses to compromise. It's a car for those who want power, but not at the cost of practicality. A car that lets you bring the kids, the dogs, the luggage, and still dominate the left lane with Porsche-like confidence. In a world obsessed with SUVs, the RS5 Avant is a breath of turbocharged fresh air, a proper fast wagon, a reminder that you can have your utility and drive it hard too. Thanks for watching Ride Radar. If you're into machines that move the soul and set your pulse racing, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more epic rides coming soon. Until next time, drive fast, stay safe, and keep your radar locked.